Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Syracuse will kick off, and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Georgia Tech's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. They'll run play action. On the run, still looking. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Defense looks as if it's coming. Pulls it and fires to the left.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to throw on second down. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of the defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. The give to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, him and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard. Yeah,
and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now on 3rd down after that run. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some good.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive results.
He'll try to do it himself. At the 45, on his way. Quarterback gets enough. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Stanford. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
Got a man in the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Handoff to the single back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Syracuse right back at it. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Orange! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to go up top on first down. Makes his connection. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Finds his man down the middle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Right down the middle. It's caught. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And he's just going to spike it.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Is incomplete. Offense.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3.
Number 17.
And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going up top on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Syracuse 14.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now on second down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you scored here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here comes the hurry up.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to it. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Pulls it in. It's Abraham. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on first down. He makes the connection. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. To the ground, he's got it again. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Syracuse right back at it. To the ground with the back. Tackled, but he has a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll try to blast their way in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
21.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Got the quick completion. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break.
29 Philly, 2 number 6.
He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big...
He's loose on the right. The 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver...
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Syracuse right back at it.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
A field goal is not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture. So that going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're clawing and they're scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to run it. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Running back goes in motion. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Offense.